Well, here we are in the studio. This is my wonderful studio, which I built myself, and my daughter, when she was probably a youngin', I can't remember how old, maybe 10, made that little sign for me. Vibe Recording Studio. Gotta love it. And of course, like any working studio, mine's a mess. It started its life extremely clean, but mine is primarily a disaster area now, just like everybody's becomes. There's my vocal booth back yonder. I will not be using my vocal booth today. I will be sitting in the control room today. Korg Trinity. Still love the Korg Trinity. It is awesome. And probably hard to see because it is... Any good studio is kind of dark and ambient and kind of nicely lit. Is and my Heart Dynamics E-Drum kit. A lot of drummers love this kit. And for the couple of drummers I've had in here thus far, they really appreciate it too. Namely, the drummer in my band. And back here, through our control room window, is my control room. Let's take a look in there. We're going to be spending some time in there. Okay, so like a lot of people who are into audio, so too am I, and I have a lot of audio gear. And my studio is a bit of a mess, as usual. But we will take a quick little pan around the room. This unit is an Akai DPS-24 and arguably the best hardware digital 24-track recorder there ever was. That's how much I and the people that use this unit love it. In fact, I have a forum that supports this board. It's such a great piece of kit. And what else do we have? Panning to our left is a pile of junk. And what I really love, and that is the Avalon 737. And this is what I will be using to record my vocals, and I happen to absolutely love this. Actually, it's a channel strip, and it's a preamp, but an amazing microphone preamp channel strip. Up on the ceiling, we have an array of bass traps, and this is a small room, but I certainly treat it with as much acoustical treatment as I can, and funky light, absolutely funky light, gotta have the funky light. But all along the walls here, you'll see that I have acoustical treatment up by the ceiling. And all of these bass traps and acoustical foam products certainly help a great deal in making this studio sound much better for me, and makes it a lot easier to judge the sound that I'm getting and that I'm listening to make mix decisions in a well-treated room is certainly a good thing. Is this room perfect? Far from it. But it is better than doing nothing and having a ping pong tournament in here with reverb and sound off the walls. And of course I also have two computers at the helm running the studio. They're not crazy great brand new computers. In fact, I have to upgrade them, but of course there's the computers running things. Okay, by the way, I am using this vocal microphone I'm using here is an a Shure SM7B, the B presumably for the black color model. Shure SM7B. I normally use in the vocal booth, I normally use a Shure KSM27, which is an absolutely marvelous condenser microphone. This is an absolutely marvelous dynamic microphone, and I use this microphone here because I'm so close to my 24-track deck here. The hard drive tends to make a little bit of chatter, and so when I'm very close to it, I can get away with not hearing the chatter because this mic really has tremendous amount of cancellation back here. So I really get a full-on vocal with not much off the microphone. As you can see, I am talking, so I get a lot of cancellation back here, which is a beautiful thing when you're close to hard drive chatter. Do you do vocal warm-ups before you do your vocals on your recordings? I know I do. I don't proclaim to have a wonderful voice, but I certainly warm up before I do a for-real vocal recording. It's important, so I do warm up. And some of my warm-ups are kind of, I don't even know what you'd call them. Everybody picks up warm-ups over the years. My warm-ups tend to try and key my voice into notes. And so I do things like ha 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 and ba 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 and things of that nature, and I have to stretch my incredibly huge tongue to open up my pipes, open up my mouth, open up my everything, just to get it circulating. And now that I've made a complete fool of myself, not really knowing much about proper vocal warm-up, I still do it. I try and get the phlegm out before I sing, and I try and get my voice keyed in and warmed up. And it's an instrument. And so I find that warming my voice up before I do serious vocal is a help.